Good morning. Today is May 4th. It is Monday, and we are going to start with our math. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to look at our papers together. We're going to work on part, whole, and how those numbers relate to each other. And we're going to work with our number bonds like we've been doing. So I'm going to get our paper pulled up here on our screen together. Go ahead and get that there. All right, so you should be able to see the same thing that I'm seeing on your paper. It says fill in the number bond to match the squares. Well, before we do anything, I want you to find the part, whole. We know that the whole number is the one all by himself, the big number. So which of the circles is kind of all by themselves? So look over here. Which of these circles is kind of all by themselves? Is it this one, or this one? Yeah, the first one is kind of all by itself. That's going to be our whole number. I want you to label it. So we're going to write whole, W for whole. And if this is our big whole number, then the other twos must be the parts. So we're going to put part and part. So this is saying our big whole number is 6. So I want you to go over and look at the number of squares that are shaded in. It says there should be 6 of them. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good, we have 6. That's our big number. Now, it says 6 is blank and 1 more. So what I want you to do is find one of the shaded squares. I'm going to do the one down here, and I'm going to take another color. I'm going to cross him out. 6 is blank and 1 more. So they want to know, what is this number? We know that there were 6. This was the one, because it says and 1 more. How many are left? Well, I need to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. 6 is 5 and 1 more. 6 is 5 and 1 more. So that's saying that if I had 5 fingers and I add 1 more, I will have 6. Let's see if that's true. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Look at the next problem. It says color 5 squares blue in the first row. Okay, I'm going to stop right there. We're going to color those 5 squares blue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Color 2 squares red in the second row. 1, 2. Ooh, now we need to find our part, whole. So I want you to look over at your number bond over here. And I want you to find the whole number spot, the circle that's all by himself. Can you do that? Yeah, the whole number must be the big one all by himself, right here. That's your whole number. The others are the parts, part. So our big whole number is 5 and blank more. Well, I know that we had 5 blue squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. How many red squares did I have? 1, 2. 2. 2. So what number is 5 and 2 more? I'm going to have to put them all together to find my big whole number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 is 5 and 2 more. Well, let's check that with our fingers. So we're going to see if 7 is 5 and 2 more. Let's try it with our fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Did it work? Yeah, we got 7. So 7 is our big whole number. I know, that gets pretty tricky. So that was a really hard one. But we can do it if we put our mind to it and we use our number bonds and we use our math tools, like our fingers, to help us count. Next one says, color 8 squares, complete the number bond and sentence. Okay, before we color, I want us to find our part, whole on the number bond. So everybody take a look at the number bond here that I'm circling. And I want you to find part, whole. So remember, the whole number is the with the circle all by himself. So yeah, see how this one is all by himself over here? The other two circles attached to it? We're gonna say that is our whole number. So go ahead and write a W. And you know what we do with our other circles? We write P and P, part, whole. That means we know that, let's see, it has one of our parts. It says 5 and something, make a big number. So we're gonna, let's see, read the rest of the problem to figure this out. Color 8 squares, complete the number bond and sentence. Well, we know that one of our parts is 5. So I'm gonna take my blue crayon and color 5 squares, because does everyone see where I got the number 5 from? Right here, look. Right there, I just circled it. It says that one of our parts is 5. So I'm gonna go ahead, take my blue crayon and color 5 squares. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But the direction said color 8 squares. Well, I didn't color 8 squares, I just did 5. So that means I need to color some more. I'm gonna use a different color to color the extra squares. So we know that there were 5. That was our first part right there. But now we need to color some more to get to 8. So we had 5 blue squares. What number comes after 5? 6, 7, 8. Whew. So we had 5 squares and I colored some more squares to get to 8. 8 must be our big number. So I'm gonna write an 8. Everyone see how I did that? I knew that one of my parts was 5 because it told me, but I knew I needed to get to 8, and 8 is a big number. So I have to count how many squares did I add in. So you need to look here. This is tricky. How many squares did I color red? 3 squares. Blank is 5 and blank more. So our big number, 8, is 5 and 3 more. This is very tricky, my friends. I know, this is first grade math. We're gonna practice, and it's okay if it's hard, that's why we're practicing right now together. Go to your next page. Color the sticks to match the number bond. Ooh, they give us the answers here because you can look and our number bond is all filled in. So what this is saying is 8 is 5 and 3. So what I need you to do first is label your part, whole. Remember, your whole number is the big number, all by himself. So look at your numbers. You have a 5, an 8, or a 3. What's your big number? Good, 8. So you're going to go ahead and write that in with a W, which means our other twos are the parts. Color the sticks to match the number bond. So what this is saying is find your part, whole. So we're going to start with the first part. Well, what is our first part? Where do we put our first P? 5. So I'm going to have you go, take your pen or crayon, and you're coloring 5 sticks. Ready? I want you to color with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That was our first part. Our second part is 3. Good. So I'm going to have you get a different crayon to do 1, 2, 3. Good. Now, this is saying 8. Remember, 8 is our big whole number, and we know that because it tells us. 8 is how many blue and how many red more. So I counted. 8 is how many blue do you have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 8 is 5. And how many red? 1, 2, 3. And 3 more. I know it's tricky. Just do your best. And the last one. I know it's a lot of work. It says, color the sticks to match the number bond. But right away, I need you to write part, whole. So which is our whole number, the big whole number? Is it going to be the 5? The 9 or the one we don't know? The 9. How do I know that? Because if I'm looking here, this is the circle that's all by itself. That's how you tell where the whole number is in a number bond, with the circle all by himself. They are both attached to that circle. So your whole number is there. I need you to label your parts. Part, part. Color the sticks to match the number bond. Well, we have our first part right here, 5. So we've been using blue as our first color. Go back to your blue crayon. I'm going to color 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 blue, but we need to get to our whole number, which is 9. So we just colored 5. I'm going to get my red crayon out to color the rest of them. We need to go up to 9. So we have 5 blue ones. What number comes after 5? 6, 7, 8, and 9. Good. So we need to count. We had 5 blue ones, and how many red ones? What's our second part? So we have 5 blue ones, and it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4 red ones. Count how many we have all together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Good. We needed to get to 9, our big whole number. So it looks like we added 4 red ones. And we just need to write it together. Blank is blank and blank more. Well, it looks like they want us to do our whole number. 9 is how many blue ones? 5. And how many red ones? 4 more. 9 is 5 and 4 more. And that's it for the day. I know that's a really hard lesson. And we're going to keep working on part, whole, and number bonds the rest of this week. I hope this helps, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.